just to place on record, and we hope moving forward we can address the delays because
Sorry, Mr. President, I stand corrected. The balance is still 13 billion, but the collection is 9.7 billion, Mr. President. So we'll just request for an updated balance, Mr. President. We'll furnish your office.
yes, but just to place it on record, good sponsor, yung delay has ended up with several key programs being halted, the implementation.
Yes.
Mechanization support is on hold. The distribution of hundreds of hauling trucks and drying sheds are on hold. Training and extension programs of more than 18,000 beneficiaries are also on hold. And so all these will affect the performance of agriculture, the sector, Mr. President. And we'd like to see updates submitted maybe in the next 2 weeks.
Yes, Mr. President, we'll request from DBM an accounting of the RCEP funds, including the collection and the releases.
Thank
Mr.
you.
President.
We go on to another area. We raised this during the committee hearing that on the issue of smuggling, the Anti-Agriculture Economic Sabotage Law of 2024, when enacted, the law appropriated 500 million for its operations. And as of last September, during our first budget hearings, the fund had not been released. The DBM said this will be raised with the OP, if I'm not mistaken. But may we know if the funds have been released by the DBM? 500 million, 1 year later, had not been released.
This is, Mr. President, let me just clarify. This is to fight smuggling.
Yes, the Anti-Agriculture Economic Sabotage. What a tongue twister. The fact that you can't pronounce it effectively makes you wonder if they are performing effectively. But kidding aside.
Wala pa rin po, hindi pa rin release. I was just advised by the DepEd, by the DBM, Mr. President.
Again, may we have an update as to when this is going to be released? I asked this during our budget hearing in September. It's already November. Seryoso ba tayo sa ating kampanya laban sa smuggling? 1 taon at mahigit na, wala pang pondo. Yung anti-economic.
Actually, matagal na ho nga yan. I remember when we were discussing the tobacco smuggling, apparently tobacco is included in the list of products that this anti-smuggling group can look into. But apparently, since this is lodged under the Office of the President, I was advised by the DBM that the Office of the President has not requested for the funds yet. Therefore, it has not been released yet, Mr. President.
My understanding is the Economic Sabotage Council, Anti-Economic has requested it. It's already been requested. Yeah.
Mr. President, I was made to understand that it should be the Office of the President who should be making the request.
Yes, in fact, it was the Office of the President's representative, Secretary Go, who sits as the President's representative in the Anti-Economic Sabotage Council.
I was made to understand, Mr. President, wala pang request ang OP. Because it will be under OP and therefore OP should be the one requesting it.
On
create
record,
that council.
also on record, Secretary Amina Pangandaman in our budget hearing said that what is it again? The OP, and they already did. That the DBM had to endorse it to the OP. Has the DBM endorsed it to the OP?
Parang it's a chicken or the egg question, Mr. President. Sinasabi na ho nila wala pang request, so hindi nila
So again,
issue.
before we approve this on second reading, can we have a
Yes,
clearer-
we'll update two things, Mr. President: the balance of the RCEF and also a status report on the Anti-Agricultural Smuggling Council, Mr. President.
Yes,
Well,
please, because
a clear.
better if in 2 weeks' time it's released before the second reading approval. Because
And may I also request from DBM to reach out to the OP on this matter? Medyo matagal na ho yan, isang taon na nga. Actually, in fact, that's one of our recommendations in the smuggling of tobacco products in our country, Mr. President.
and I think after we go on BICAM, etc., then we will come back to ratify it. Up until that time, before BICAM, up until the second reading, perhaps you can come up with the release, or we might be constrained to seek a deferment until this is done. I don't think there's any excuse. It was passed in September 2024. It's already November 2025. We raised it during the budget hearings in September. I raised this with the Secretary Go himself in August when we met. So July, the council requested the DBM for its release in July. So
Well, Mr. President, we advise the DBM to coordinate with the OP, and considering that the letter of request was sent July, then there's no reason for them to withhold the release of the 500 million. So we'll
and more so if
tagal na ho yan eh.
and more so if Secretary Recto will now be the executive secretary.
So I'm sure the new executive secretary will look into this and
Ano bang nire-request nila? Pero MOE is already the amount or kulang pa yan? Yes. So anyway, he cannot officially make any statement considering that the announcement, he has not been personally informed. But we would like to hope
at least here in the halls of the Senate, he's still the Secretary of Finance.
But hopefully, assuming the reports are true, I'd like to think that we have made it clear that the budget should be released.
Yes, I agree with you. Like I said, this is one of the recommendations of when I was chairing the Committee on Ways and Means, one of our recommendations is to activate the Agricultural Smuggling Council so that they can also look into the smuggling of tobacco products, which affects our tobacco farmers.
Yes, yes, and which brings me to my last point. Until now, we haven't jailed any
Wala pa yata, Mr. President.
When, again, I will reiterate, the non-bailable offense of economic sabotage is 10 million pesos worth of agri-products. We have been confiscating billions of agri-products that have been smuggled. In the last 10 years, because the original law was 2016, non-bailable na yun. Pinalakas pa natin nitong 2024. Pero hanggang ngayon, wala pa rin, wala pang nakukulong. Yung bodegero ang nakulong. Andun na yung produkto, nandun na yung kinumpiska, daang milyon ang halaga, ang suma, bilyon-bilyon, pero wala pang nasasampahan ng economic sabotage na 10 million ang threshold. Which is, for me, para tayong tinatawanan ng mga smuggler at mga financier. And this is most unfortunate, especially for our farmers and fisher folk. Just the other day, I received a report of the Department of Agriculture, BPI, the Bureau of Plant Industry, because we were able to do an ocular on seized frozen chicken declared as chicken poppers. Value is about 17 million, 12 million. 12 million, again, above the threshold. And just the other day, the frozen chicken is positive for salmonella. And this is what we're bringing into the country. I had them test it for bird flu. Thankfully, it was not positive. But again, on record, ang nasa VAT ay 12 million pesos, dalawang container. At sa totoo lang, ang realidad, sino ang mag-smuggle ng dalawang container? Ang tanong, ilang container ang nakalusot? Dalawa ang nasa VAT, pero ang mga numero ay bilyon. So, clearly, kung merong ganyang nasa VAT, ilan ang nakalusot? Dalawang container nahuli. Eh baka 15 container nakalusot. Oh, yun na. And that's why, hopefully, we will finally have a smuggler. And mind you, this is mostly China products. Where I'm told, they buy it at salvage value. Ibig sabihin, patapon na. And then they bring it here. They put formalin and all other shelf life prolonging interventions and sell it cheap. So, we are poisoning our consumers. We are destroying our local farmers industry, our livestock industry, our poultry industry, our vegetable industry. And that's why our food prices are very high. And this is a commitment that we gave our voters, that we would address challenges of agriculture food prices. So hopefully, ma-release naman bago matapos ang taon itong hinihingi na 500 million. Dami-dami nating pinopondohan. Sana naman pondohan natin itong pinasa at ini-endorso mismo ng presidente. Si presidente na mismo nagsabi. Yung mga smuggler nasa gobyerno rin. He said that publicly. At hindi nahuhuli. So I'm just taking the cue from the president. And Commissioner Ariel Nepomuceno, who was my contemporary in UP. Of course, I was a little bit older than he. But I understand the reason why he was brought in was precisely because we need to address the problem of smuggling. So hopefully we will see concrete results in this regard. Okay na to. One last question on the Sugarcane Industry Development Act. Section 11 of the appropriations provides for 2 billion starting 2016. But only 1 billion is appropriated every year. May we be clarified? Is this on the office of the president by